Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I have a deck that has been climbing me on the ladder even though it has so many off-meta cards right now. Again, another deck that nobody is going to expect, because nobody's really playing this. It's a deck that you kind of just get a few cards down early, things like Frankie, who I don't know the meta share on Frankie right now, but I imagine is very, very low. Lasher, and even like Agony to play those cards into, and then buff them with things, mainly Namora. Namora buffs them, Frankie then gets buffed if you play like Odin on top of Namora, and the best thing is Namora procs first and then Frankie will proc because Odin's been played. I have Galactus in here just because like the unexpected play of if you have Symbiote on a lane and say you buff it with Namora and maybe people aren't expecting you to play Galactus, just throwing Galactus on top of it. Even Awesome Andy's in here, and Awesome Andy because you can just play it on the lane that you're going to play Namora or Wong or whatever, and then buff the other two lanes. It's kind of unexpectedly quite good, and the only thing that I might suggest is you could always replace Awesome Andy with Man Spider. Now, I might try that later in the deck, in the video I suppose, just to see how that goes. There's a few lines where it could work, and it's not fully around merging, but Symbiote Spider-Man is always a possibility. If you Symbiote, then something else. I'm trying to think of the play line because you'd need to Symbiote turn 4, but either way, we'll try it later and see how it gets on. But right now, this is the deck that I've been climbing with, and it's relatively straightforward, but it's probably best explained by me showing you some games. Okay, we've got a pretty good thing going here so far, it looks like. And they're playing Vibranium Mine straight away.
This land is always changing.
Interesting. They're playing Kingpin. It almost makes me want to play around it. Because this is looking a little bit scary. Let's see, so we can do Black Panther Arnhem, or we can do Namora Odin. This is the best play. Even though this is almost definitely a bot. Okay, well, I think this is probably still good enough. Let's see. The only thing I can think that they would do is probably Magneto, but...
Are ye worthy? Are ye worthy?
Just a casual 66 power. No?
This land can
Oh,
never.
well.
Victory!
They actually played Ironheart. They could have won there as well. Well, that was a very weird game. Hopefully this one is a little more straightforward. Okay, so here I would either aim for the ninja to be one of the cards that gets buffed, or make that lane the Wong Namora lane. Okay, interesting. Yeah, you never play Frankie into another card, because otherwise it loses a lot of its value. It's destroy though. Looks like our playline is probably Wong, Black Panther, Arnhem, Zola. Because Galactus is going to kind of get destroyed by Wolverine.
Enough said, bub.
If we get Namora here, it might be a tough choice. No, okay, yeah, I think it's pretty straightforward. Even though they're possibly going to have a pretty big null off the back of this.
You are mine. Enough said, bub. Enough said, bub. Wakanda forever!
This is one of those situations where we really need it to roll Wong first. Oh. Yeah, it doesn't get big enough if it's not Wong first. Even if it's not Wong first, it looks like it probably still wouldn't have been big enough. Oh, that's respectable. Maybe if I just left it, I guess it would have been fine. Yeah, it would have been fine. I actually lost by playing Arnhem. That's going to be the tricky thing with Destroy this week. Shadowland again. I might play for Galactus here. Human Torch. Okay. Let's do this and see. Because if I can get Galactus to proc first, I can probably just win this game outright. Because they kind of need to get Human Torch in the right lane if they're to win. I won't snap just in case. They're going to move the card, so hopefully this hits Human Torch. Okay, he gets the movement. It could have been smarter for me to move Ninja out of the way. I think, honestly, the plan here is probably to fill everything here because they expect Galactus. So this could work around it. Although, if they play Living Tribunal, this is 16. (16, 9, 25, 32, 33, 34, 35, minus, yeah. 35 split by 3 is like, what, 12? Like 11, 12? It's still not going to be enough. Especially because I've then bolstered the left lane. But if they move everything right and then play... Heimdall is the issue, but I guess they play around me playing Galactus and then they Heimdall everything. But Heimdall would still be fine, so...
I see the way.
Yeah. Playing around expectations.
Victory.
I have a feeling they want to turn Atalan off. This is going to be a bit of a strange game.
Time's up.
Okay. Well, I think we just win. Okay, I won't complain at that.
Victory.
Okay, Agony into Lasher is pretty good for Abby here. Or into Frankie. I'll go Lasher because they're quite likely to play something here. This looks like a man spider deck. Okay. Krakoa. Kind of a pain because I have to play Wong here. Interesting. So it's Arasham. Oh, that's a pain. Odin is never the call, I don't think. I mean, maybe this works? I don't think it will, because anything above 2 power loses me left. Wow.
Wakanda forever.
Yep, never mind. Dark Dimension is a strange one for this deck. The only thing that works really is Wong, Black Panther, Arnhem, Zola. Okay. I think I got it better than they did there. Oh, but I can't play anything. That's a little bit scary. It might be Black Panther into Arnhem Zola. I actually just buffed my Agony. Okay, question is, do I Black Panther left and Arnhem Zola right to move 12 power left and 15 power middle? Or do I Black Panther and Arnhem Zola left to put 20 power on the other two locations? Either way, this is the first play regardless. And the final play is probably Zombie Giant Man. But where would they put Zombie Giant? Middle? Middle does make things awkward. Let's go for this. Okay, so we
Wakanda
draw.
forever!
Cut off one head, two more shall take its place.
Wakanda forever!
Draw middle, and then win right.
Victory!
Nice. Interesting. They're probably playing bounce. I don't think Ironheart's the play. Unless just putting it here might be okay. At least if he plays a rocket, he's not going to expect me to play middle. I swear, I thought that was about to be rocket for a second. Okay, yeah, my plays are going to be very odd here. I either hope to draw Namora next, or I hope to draw Arnim Zola within the next two draws. All the lunar snow is making this a little bit harder than it needs to be. Or Galactus not having a lane to play in. This could scare him off.
Oh, snap!
I think. If I snap now and then he thinks that I have Arnim Zola after this. Ah, yeah.
Victory!
Nexus. I think it's Nexus Lasher. Awesome, Andy. It just worries me if they have an ability to turn off Nexus. Sure, his lab is pretty big as well.
I'm about to juice this up.
I mean, symbiote into Galactus or Black Panther or anything along those lines. Let's keep it like this for now. Quicksilver. Hold it. Arishem, isn't it? It is Airsham. I could do Black Panther here and then Galactus, right? Hold on, let's undo that. Let's do... That way I can get Galactus, right?
Wakanda forever!
Not entirely sure what's happening here. Yeah, okay, never mind.
Victory!
I really wanted to pull off the Galactus. It does feel like with this deck, snapping early is sometimes the right play. Because as soon as people start to see like big Black Panthers or Galactus or things, they kind of start to give up hope. Domino, but no Quicksilver. Very interesting.
Snap!
Let's see if this works. Okay, okay. Let's go Symbiote and activate Awesome Andy. Okay, this has to be a bot, right? Yeah, then it's Namora into Black Panther on Zola. And because it's a bot, I hope they play middle so that they're winning 2 locations. And then believe that they're in a power position to snap.
Wakanda forever!
I am Iron Man.
Interesting. Although they probably retreat, right? No, they didn't retreat.
Wakanda forever!
Cut off one head, 2 more shall take its place.
Wakanda forever!
Now that was 100% a bot game, but I will take 4 cubes.
Victory!
We managed to get the combo off at least. This deck is perfect right now, mainly because it outscales a lot of what Destroy does. Surge in a Deadpool deck. It's like a Wade Wilson deck. Yeah.
I want the throne!
Ironheart can sometimes be used in a position like this to hold a spot for Namora. Okay, it looks like we're working with what we have. Okay, it took my Wong. Hopefully it just can't outscale it. Black Panther Arnhem Zola could technically be better. What are they playing? They're not going to run Cosmo on a deck like that. Yeah, maybe they are just hoping that I
Enough said, bub.
play Arnhem Zola and then buff there.
I definitely need to change my underwear.
They're null. Although I will not be doing that. I instead... Or is it just better for me to do that? It might be. Nomura going left to right just buffs Wong, so I think it's always this. No. Not sure why they snapped.
Victory.
Okay, let's play this and hope we get Frankie or Lasher. Because I really don't want to get Killmongered. Okay, nice. Krakoa though. Chamber. Well, every power from Muir Island that I get buffs Lasher. So we Wong, Black Panther, Arnim Zola this game, probably. I don't like that I keep getting Krakoa, because my value from it is going to be nowhere near the value opponents are going to get from it.
Opponent snapped.
Why are you snapping? Because of Eliath. It's the only play I can do though, unfortunately.
Wakanda forever.
Let's see. They can still Eliath this turn, unfortunately. And they have quite a few 6-cost cards in hand. Or 3. Yes, the main issue with this deck is extremely telegraphed if you go down this route. But because he's taking his time, I think we might be okay. Going to hope for the 50-50, huh?
All hail Hydra!
Although, even with the 50-50, I still win.
Victory.
That's too funny. How does that work? Do you play the card into it and then it moves? Let's do this one for science. Okay. So it moves to its location.
I am reborn.
Okay. I don't really have another backup plan here. It is pretty much just Galactus. And Apocalypse just beats the power in this location, unfortunately. But I don't really have another play. And seeing as they haven't snapped, I'm going to just go for it. If I was to play a Doctor Doom here or something, they would lose with that play though. Middle? Nice.
You won't need this anymore.
I am Apocalypse.
And Scorn. There we go.
Kneel before Galactus.
Oh, he actually pulled it off.
Victory.
Nightmare. Probably not the best. Especially not in a deck with cards with low power and good battle cries. Okay, nice. Things are lining up a bit here. Odin would be a really nice card to pull. Red Guardian on Lasher isn't too bad. And we're going first, so we're okay there. They could have Shadow King, but to run Red Guardian and Shadow King, they're going to be quite a tech-heavy deck. And maybe they run Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi in this meta seems quite strong as well, to be fair. Deafening Chord? I think they didn't realize how Deafening Chord works. And Arnhem Zola. I mean, to be fair, putting all my power mid and left might not be too bad. Although I could just do this into... no. This is always better. It procs Frankie as well, so... The only thing is, if Werewolf finishes left, we might not be in too good of a position. 1 card, 2 card, 3 card, 4 card. With a bunch of low costs, he's more likely to finish on the right side.
Hail Hydra!
But Arnhem Zola will be quite big here as well.
2 more shall take its place.
This deck really keeps crashing my game for some reason.
Victory.
And they did have Shadow King in the end, it turns out. Surprised they played it left and not middle. Because yeah, if they played it middle, they would have won, right? Well, 12. Yeah. Yeah, they would have won. But we didn't even get to see it resolve because of the crashes. I'm not sure what's happening. Okay. Well, I'm putting Frankie middle for sure. Oh, that's quite scary. I don't think there's really anything I can do either. And they're going to get my symbiote spider. I mean, I would play Wong, but I don't have Namora or Black Panther. Also, Symbiote Agony with Black Panther would still be good enough with Arnim Zola, I think. Let's have a look.
Opponent snapped.
Are they just going to assume that I'm playing Galactus left? Let's see. Because it might still be okay if I... Yeah. Guess what, they're going to play Gamora left again? It's because I'm not winning the middle location that becomes a bit of a problem. I have a feeling they're just going to play Gamora left again, because they'll assume that's what I will be doing. So maybe I just... Arnim Zola, send it middle, and then Frankie buffs. Oh, they played 3 cards. Yeah, Gamora again, I was expecting that one.
Hail Hydra!
Oh, it was close. Yes! Oh.
Victory.
Woo! Gonna casually put my little Ultron calculation emote out there. It was the zombie horde, that was the defining factor. Oh, it's so nice because everyone sees Symbiote Spider-Man and they always assume Galactus. So if you figure out just like a little bit of a workaround. Oh, that was a nice game. So that was the deck, and in the end it went for a crazy 70% win rate, which is kind of nuts, for a total of 20 games played, and I got 14 cubes from it, which I would say is a very high win rate. I know it's a small sample size and some of those games were bot inflated, but still, I think that might even be better than my Evolved deck, I can't lie. And in this meta, it's putting out power that surpasses things that are definitely climbing, which is very nice to see. But yeah, there's so many playlines in this deck, as you probably saw. Awesome Andy, I think, is a good inclusion to just give the Lasher and Frankie little buffs here and there. But I think every single game I won was pretty much won using a different combination of cards. Frankie getting crazy buffs, or Galactus at one point, and then Black Panther duplicating, Namora getting some insane buffs out there. These cards can scale quite a lot, and a lot of people don't anticipate it. And yeah, I hope you guys have as much luck as I did on the ladder with this. It's, yeah, cracking a lot of decks. I think it might need a little bit more of a sample size just to see how it performs in the grand scheme of things. But I haven't seen anyone playing Frankie Nova at all. I will check after this, but I believe she has quite a low like gamers played rate. And since release week, honestly, I don't think I've seen anyone play her. But quite a slept on card. And yeah, well, with that said and done, I will be there in the comments if you guys need any advice or have any decks or anything you want me to try out. And thanks in advance. If you liked the video, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. It does help a ton. Like, I know it's kind of just a random catchphrase I have at the end of these videos now, but if you made it to the end, it would help a tremendous amount. I'm still a relatively small channel at this point, I suppose, and getting all those subs, I'm gonna go off a little bit of a tangent here, but getting those subs means so much, just seeing that number tick up. And yeah, thank you guys, and I will speak to you all next time.